What is this? It's a goddamn zombie tiger.
Hello guys, today we are going to talk about top 10 zombie series and zombie movies on Netflix. Video is gonna be really interesting, so stay tuned till the end. I am pretty sure that you will not find a video like this on YouTube or anywhere else. Before we proceed, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you do not miss videos like this. Let's begin with a horror comedy movie, Zombieland. This movie came out in the year 2009 and it has a runtime of almost 90 minutes. This movie is about Columbus, who is a college student. He joins forces with three eccentric strangers to survive a zombie apocalypse and travel through the southwestern USA to a safe haven. So what happens next and will he be able to survive or not? You need to find out by watching this movie. This is a really nice movie.
Whoa. Well, these fellas really let themselves go.
This movie has a rating of 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about a sci-fi zombie series named as iZombie. This series came out in the year 2015 and it has a total of 5 seasons. This series is about a medical resident Liv who turns into a zombie and takes up a job at a morgue to satisfy her craving for consuming fresh human brains, only to discover that she absorbs the memories of those who she feeds on. So what happens next? You need to find out by watching this series. This series has a rating of 7.8 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about a thriller drama zombie movie named as Alive. This movie came out in the year 2020 and it has a runtime of almost 90 minutes. This movie is based on a 2019 script named as Alone. It is shown in this movie that a video game streamer decides to get locked in his own apartment as he wants to save his life because there is a zombie apocalypse in his city. Just as he loses hope, he discovers another survivor. So what happens next and will he be able to survive this zombie apocalypse or not? You need to find out by watching this movie. You guys might have seen a lot of zombie movies, but there is none other movie like this movie because this movie has new elements in its own way, where it is shown that even the simplest of places can help you fight against zombies and save your life. This movie has a rating of 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb. If you guys like action series, then make sure to check out the top 10 action series on Netflix, which is available in the I button and also in the description below. Next we are going to talk about a zombie drama series named as Black Mirror. This series came out in the year 2019 and it has a total of 2 seasons. This series is set in the Z Nation universe and this series follows a crack team of special forces as it fights for hope in the darkest hours of the zombie apocalypse. So what happens next? You need to find out by watching this series. If you guys are a fan of action sequences between humans and zombies, then this series is the right one for you because in each and every episode you get to watch what you desire. This series has a rating of 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about 2017 zombie drama movie Cargo. This is a zombie post-apocalyptic movie that has a runtime of 1 hour and 45 minutes. We get to see Martin Freeman in the lead role in this series, who we all have already seen in series such as The Office and also Sherlock. He has done brilliant work in this movie as each and every scene that he appears in, the audience tends to believe that all of this is happening in real. Stranded in rural Australia in the aftermath of a violent pandemic, an infected father desperately searches for a new home for his infant child and a means to protect her from his own changing nature. So what happens next? You need to find out by watching this movie.
What's this?
Just making hay while the sun shines.
The sun's not shining, babe.
This movie has a rating of 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb. If you guys like sci-fi series, then make sure to check out the top 10 sci-fi series on Netflix video in the I button and also in the description below. Next we are going to talk about a horror comedy series, Z Nation. This series has a total of 4 seasons and it came out in the year 2014. This series is set 30 years after a virus decimated the vast majority of America's population, turning them into flesh-eating zombies. A brave group tries to transport a survivor to the last working virology lab. So what happens next? You need to find out by watching this series. The sole survivor Murphy is hiding something, a secret that prevents him from turning into a zombie. So what is that secret and why is he hiding it from everyone? You need to find out by watching this series. This series has a rating of 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about a horror action zombie movie, Army of the Dead. This movie came out in the year 2021 and it has a runtime of 2 hours and 30 minutes. This movie stars Dave Bautista in the lead role and this movie is directed by our favorite Zack Snyder. After a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas, a group of mercenaries take the ultimate gamble and venture into the quarantine zone in hopes of pulling off an impossible heist. So will they be successful in doing so or not? You need to watch this movie to find out. This movie has presented zombies in a new and a unique way where they are well organized and they are attackers in their own way.
They're not what you think they are. They're smarter. They're faster. They're organized.
This movie has a rating of 5.7 out of 10 on IMDb. If you guys listen to me, then do not go according to the rating of this movie, because this movie is truly entertaining and it has loads of action from the beginning to the very end. So it is a must watch for all you zombie fans. We are going to talk about 2010's horror zombie series The Walking Dead. This series has a total of 10 seasons and there is a lot of hype surrounding this. You might have heard about this series on social media or one of your friends talking, but you would have definitely heard about it.
This don't feel right, man.
It's on us. Figure out how to make it work.
It is shown in this series that a zombie apocalypse has started and the survivors are facing a lot of challenges in defeating them. By them, I refer to the dangerous zombies. Their difficulties increase when they are faced by rival groups. So what happens to them next? Will they be able to fight off the zombies and will we ever see a satisfying end in it? You need to watch this series to find out. This series has a rating of 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about a 2022 Korean drama zombie series All of Us Are Dead. This series has a total of 1 season. It is shown in this series that students are trapped in their school and they must escape their high school, which has become a ground zero for zombie virus outbreak. So what happens next and will they be able to survive and escape the school? You need to watch this series to find out. This series is praised by both critics and fans, so it is a must watch for all you guys, even though if you are not a zombie lover. This series has a rating of 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb. According to us, the number 1 zombie series on Netflix is none other than a South Korean series named as Kingdom. This series came out in the year 2019 and it has a total of 2 seasons, and the 3rd season is gonna come out really soon. The disease king rises and a mysterious plague begins to spread. The prince must face a new breed of enemies to unveil the evil scheme and save his people. So what happens next? You need to find out by watching this series. This series is set up in a time period where it is shown that a lot of politics takes place to take up the throne, even though there are a lot of zombies present around. So what happens next and how will the prince survive? You need to find out by watching this series. This series has a rating of 8.4 out of 10 on IMDb. If you want to know about the top 10 series and movie recommendations on Netflix, then make sure to subscribe to our channel so you do not miss videos like this.